Hey, Sarah, when are you coming home? Your shift at the store must be over by now. I need you to start making dinner. This is becoming a problem. I'm sorry, Karen, but I can't make dinner today. What? Are you trying to tell us we can't eat? No, that's not it. My mom collapsed and was taken to the hospital. One of her neighbors contacted me during work. That's why I'm at the hospital now. Well, you should have said so earlier. Now you're making me look bad for rushing you. I'm sorry. I was in such a hurry to get to the hospital. I was just about to contact you. You could have sent a quick message on your way. I've been waiting to start dinner. You're right. I was just very worried when I got the call. So, how's your mother doing? She's conscious, thankfully. Your mother wasn't in good health to begin with, wasn't she? Is it really serious? Yes, it might be. The tests aren't all complete yet, but they told me to prepare myself because she might not be able to return home. I thought as much. Are you okay, Sarah? Should I come to the hospital too? Thank you, but they aren't allowing visitors right now anyway, so just your concern is enough. I'll let my mom know you asked about her. Have you eaten anything since you got there? No, I haven't had the chance. You should take better care of yourself. What time will you be home? I'm not sure yet. The doctor said they'll have more information in a few hours. I see. Then I'll hold off on visiting. With her condition, it's probably better that she stays in the hospital, right? That's probably true. She was living alone. The house is old with lots of stairs and uneven floors. Will you need to stay overnight at the hospital? I might. They're still running tests. So, what are you going to do about the house? I haven't decided yet, but we'll probably have to sell it. Yes, that's probably for the best. Even if she gets discharged, a nursing home or senior living facility would be better. Well, I'll have to talk to my mom about it first. Does she have any savings for medical care? I'd rather not discuss that right now. I need to focus on her condition. I understand about your mother. I guess I'll have to make dinner tonight, even though I really don't want to. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you for your help. Just make sure to keep us updated about any changes. I will. Thank you for understanding. And Sarah, don't forget to bring home some breakfast for tomorrow. We're out of eggs. I'll try to stop by the store if I can. You should probably get some rest too. These hospital situations can drag on. Yes, you're right. I'll let you know if anything changes. Mike, I'm going to stay at my mom's house for a few days. I asked Karen about meals, but it's probably not best to count on her too much. She said she's ordering pizza today.
Why do you need to stay at your mom's house? You can commute to the hospital from here.
It takes about 3 hours round trip from here. Since she just collapsed, I want to be close by as much as possible.
How long are you planning to stay there?
Just until her condition stabilizes. The doctor said the next few days are critical.
Can't your relatives or someone else help out?
You know I'm an only child, and Mom doesn't have any siblings.
You being there isn't gonna make her heal any faster.
I know that, but I want to be there if anything happens.
The hospital will call if there's an emergency.
Maybe not, but don't be so cold about it. I've been a good daughter-in-law all this time, so can't you cut me some slack just this once? I want to take care of my own mother.
What about your work? Did you even ask for time off properly?
Yes, I've arranged everything with my manager. I can work remotely for now.
Isn't a wife supposed to dedicate herself to her new family? You're always thinking about your old home, and when you're not here, the house gets messy.
My mother collapsed, Mike. She only has me. I'm her only family. At least let me take care of her basic needs.
And what about our basic needs?
I've already prepared meals for the next few days.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point?
You've really changed, Sarah. When we got married, you were so much more agreeable. Now you're even talking back to me.
Well, I can't just agree with everything to keep the peace anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said we wouldn't live with your mom, but right after we got married, suddenly we had to move in with her. And ever since then, she's been bullying me. You never stand up for me either.
Not this again. We've talked about this.
No, we haven't really talked about it. You always shut down the conversation.
Mom's not bullying you. I've told you this so many times. She just has a direct personality, that's all. You're being oversensitive.
She throws away food I cook, and she's knocked my laundry off the line onto the ground.
Those were accidents, things that just happened.
She's even mocked me for growing up in a single-parent household.
Mom's from an older generation. She doesn't mean any harm when she says those things.
You really don't get it at all. You've seen her mistreating me, but you don't think anything of it. That's really awful.
Come on, some friction between a wife and mother-in-law is normal, isn't it?
You always say that, but this isn't normal friction.
You're just stressed about your mom. You're overreacting.
I don't want to just accept that anymore. I'm worried I can't keep going on like this. I'm worried about my mom, and I'll probably need to be away from home more often now.
Everything will be fine if we just keep doing things the way we have been.
That's what I'm telling you we can't do. I want to be there for my mom at least until her condition stabilizes a bit more.
I'm letting you go, aren't I?
Reluctantly.
Of course, reluctantly. I'm not happy about you being away from home.
I need you to support me right now, not make things harder.
I am supporting you. I could have said no completely.
I know, but you know what? Karen is actually being more understanding about this than you are. This is literally life and death, and you're being kind of weird about it.
What? Mom's being more understanding?
Yesterday, when I got back from the hospital, she didn't complain like she usually would. Normally, she'd be griping about how late it was. Instead, she was smiling and chatting with you. You two were getting excited about how much the house would be worth, remember?
Oh, was that what happened?
By the way, what were you talking about?
Just something on TV. They were showing some celebrity's house, and we were talking about that.
I see. Well, I guess it's better when she's in a good mood.
Don't read too much into it. Mom just likes those kind of TV shows.
I suppose so.
Anyway, don't be away from home too much. I won't stop you from going to your mom's, but try to commute from here as much as possible. If you leave early, you can make it work. We can't keep getting takeout every day, and taking care of the house is part of your job.
I didn't get married just to do housework. I wish you'd help out at times like this.
I work all day. What more do you want?
I work too, you know.
That's different. Your job is just part-time.
I work part-time because you and your mother wanted me to be home more.
Enough with the excuses. I didn't marry you just to feed you either. You need to work for your keep.
Work for my keep? Is that how you see our marriage?
You know what I mean. Just do what you need to do and come back home soon.
Karen, do you have a minute? Oh, Sarah, what is it? A lot of packages just arrived at the house. Oh, that? Sorry, I meant to have them delivered in the afternoon. Wait, were you at home? Yes, I came to get some clothes. I also made some meals and left them for you and Mike. You didn't need to do that. We've been managing fine. I saw the pile of takeout containers. Well, we can't help it when you're not here. Is it okay to be away from your mom? Isn't she in critical condition? You've been staying overnight there for the past few days. Hasn't Mike told you? She managed to pull through again. Well, I heard, but still not safe, is it? The doctors are monitoring her closely. It must be so difficult, going back and forth like this. I guess not. Also, there's something else I wanted to ask about. What is it? Well, I assume these are yours and Mike's purchases, but there's a massage chair, golf equipment, and designer items all over the living room. What's going on? Oh, you noticed all that? It's hard not to notice. The living room is full. Well, we're getting a windfall soon, so we decided to buy all the things we've been wanting. Did you win the lottery or something? No, not exactly, though I suppose you could call it that. What do you mean? You'll find out soon enough. I tried asking Mike, but he hasn't read my messages yet. Oh, he's probably busy with work. Don't worry about it. These seem like expensive purchases. You're going to sell your mother's house, right? So that money will be coming to us. When you think about it that way, what we spend isn't much at all. My son and I just decided to enjoy ourselves a little early. Money from selling my mother's house? Well, yes, that's what we discussed, remember? No, we never discussed that. Your mother doesn't have much time left, does she? Oh, by the way, you could have 20% of the money from selling the house. That's fair, right? We'll handle all the paperwork for the sale, and considering how much Mike is taking care of you, that amount should be enough. What are you talking about? My mom is still alive. Don't get so emotional. We're just being practical. Practical? This is horrible. But she's had several close calls since she collapsed. She must know she doesn't have much time left. I haven't given up, and neither has she. Please don't say such awful things. You're being too sensitive again. No, I'm not. This is just wrong. I understand you want to think that way, but even if she survives, she won't be going back to that house, will she? She'll either stay in the hospital or go to a nursing home. Either way, the house will need to be sold. You said so yourself. Yes, but this is just too much. Oh, are you angry because your share is too small? No, that's not it. I'm angry because you're planning for my mother's death while she's still alive. I could maybe tolerate how you treat me, but to look down on my mother like this? Don't be so dramatic. You know we need to do this eventually. Eventually? You're already spending money that isn't yours. I'm not looking down on her. I'm just planning ahead. This is absolutely horrible. You're overreacting again. This is why Mike says you're difficult. Mike says that about me? We're just getting a head start on things. You're being so short-tempered about this. Oh, I'm sorry this bothers me so much. Well, now I understand how you both really feel. Finally, you understand that we're just being practical. That's not what I meant. Oh, you understand? Well, it's natural to get excited when money's coming. Besides, it's because of this money that I've been letting you visit and be away from home. Though Mike's not happy about it. So that's what this is all about. Your mother would want us to be prepared, wouldn't she? Don't pretend to know what my mother would want. Make sure you take good care of her until the end. It's your last chance to be a good daughter after all. I can't believe you just said that. Just being honest, someone has to be.
Sarah, I found divorce papers. What's the meaning of this?
What do you mean, what's the meaning? I want a divorce. Isn't that obvious?
This has to be a mistake. We can work this out.
There's nothing to work out.
You can't just hand me divorce papers and expect me to accept it. Come home now! Mom nearly fainted when she heard I might become a divorcee.
Too bad she didn't actually faint.
You don't mean that. You're just upset.
No, I mean every word.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Who's really being horrible here? You two were making plans about what would happen after my mother dies. You were planning to give me just about 20% of the money from selling the house and keep the rest for yourselves. That conversation about the house price right after she collapsed, you were talking about my house, weren't you?
Oh, did Mom tell you about that?
Yes, she did. Didn't even seem ashamed about it.
You're misunderstanding. We were just discussing possibilities.
Possibilities? While buying expensive things with money you don't have?
But they said she didn't have much time left. The doctors told us to prepare for the worst, didn't they?
That doesn't give you the right to spend her money.
We were just thinking ahead.
Even so, my mother is fighting to live right now, and you're already planning what happens after she dies? How would you feel if you were in the same position?
That's different.
How is it different?
But come on, your mother-in-law is getting up there in age.
She's about the same age as your mother-in-law. But imagine if your mom got sick and someone started talking about housework and planning how to split her inheritance while she was still alive. How could I possibly keep living with people like that?
You're twisting everything around.
Am I? Then explain it to me.
No, we were just thinking about how to make good use of the house that would be left behind.
Good use? You were just buying things you wanted.
We needed those things.
A massage chair, designer clothes, golf clubs?
Who do you think has been supporting you all this time? If you want a divorce, you'll have to pay back all the living expenses.
Supporting me? I work part-time and do all the housework.
That's what a wife is supposed to do.
There you go again with the supporting me thing. Well, in that case, I've been taking care of you and your mom all this time, so I'll calculate my hourly rate for all that time. Plus, I've kept a diary of all the times I was bullied, so I could probably ask for compensation for emotional distress.
You've been keeping a diary? Were you planning this all along?
I started keeping records after your mother threw away the birthday cake I made for you.
Would you really do that to family?
Family? Is that what you call this? Besides, you're the one who brought up paying back living expenses first. You've always been selfish ever since we got married. You decided we'd live with your mom without asking me. You took her side when she bullied me. You acted like my doing housework was just expected, and I've been putting up with it all this time.
It's normal for a housewife to do housework.
You knew I worked part-time, because you and your mom spent more than our income. I had to cover the difference. I kept thinking I had to try harder because we were married, but I finally woke up and realized that this isn't the life I wanted. I don't want to spend my life being used by you and your mom.
Nobody's using you, you're just being dramatic again.
Really? Then why did you buy all those things thinking you'd get my mother's money?
This isn't a threat, right? You really want a divorce?
I wouldn't say this is a threat. I want to cut ties with both you and your mom. I don't want you involved in my life anymore.
Wait, let's talk about this first.
Of course we'll talk. About dividing assets and everything else. I've already arranged for a lawyer.
No, not that. I mean about whether we're getting divorced or not.
I've already decided I want a divorce.
You can't decide something like this on your own.
Watch me.
I can't decide something like this so quickly.
You don't have to decide anything. I've already decided.
We can fix this. I'll talk to Mom.
We can talk, but my feelings won't change.
Still, I want to discuss this face to face properly.
Fine, I'll set up a date and come to the house with my lawyer.
Why do we need a lawyer? Can't we talk about this just between us?
We've tried discussing your mom's behavior before, but it always ended with you blowing up. I don't want that to happen again.
I never blew up. You're the one who always gets emotional.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Nothing I do is good enough, is it?
You and your mom are the ones who made things this way. You both pushed me to this point.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I'll talk to Mom properly, and I won't make you do all the housework anymore. I'll help too.
It's too late for that now.
You must be going through a lot right now. Your mom's in critical condition.
Mom's been moved to a regular ward as of yesterday.
But you said it was really bad. She went through several critical periods, and even though things settled down, you said there might not be a next time.
Of course, we still need to be careful, but miraculously, her condition has stabilized.
I never heard about this.
Because I didn't tell you.
Why would you keep this from me?
Why do you think?
Why not? Mom even bought a $5,000 bed. Who's gonna pay for that?
Not me. I'm getting divorced, so it's not my problem. Besides, why would I tell people who are looking forward to my mother's death about her condition?
We weren't looking forward to it. We were just being practical.
Practical would be saving money, not spending it.
But this is impossible. We bought all that stuff because you were gonna be here. We weren't planning on getting divorced. Mom's really upset about this.
After everything you did, you really thought I wouldn't divorce you? You and your mom must be out of your minds.
Sarah, please come back home. Mom can't handle all the housework, and there's no way I can pay back all that spending by myself.
Wait, did you take out loans to buy all that stuff?
Well, yeah, because we thought the money was coming.
So you only want me back because you're in trouble.
That's not true. I love you.
You have a funny way of showing it.
Sarah, give me another chance. I promise I won't hurt you anymore. Please, just one more time, come live with us again.
Pay back your own loans. I don't want to live with you anymore. I never want to be supported by you again.
What am I supposed to tell Mom?
Tell her whatever you want. I'm done with both of you. The divorce discussions got pretty messy and ended up going through mediation. However, given my husband and mother-in-law's reckless behavior, the bullying I endured, and my husband's verbal abuse, my request for divorce was granted and I was able to successfully end the marriage. Furthermore, I heard that my ex-husband and his mother are now struggling financially, trying to pay back the loans they took out thinking they get money from selling my mother's house. According to the neighbors, they blame each other for the divorce and are always fighting. Apparently, you can hear them yelling at each other from the street. As far as I'm concerned, they could spend the rest of their lives arguing with each other. 6 months later, my mother was discharged from the hospital. We sold the old house and moved into a wheelchair-accessible apartment. I'm now living with her while working, and miraculously, she's recovered so well that she's even more energetic than before and helps with the housework. There was definitely a time when I wasn't sure what would happen, but my mom's hospitalization was a wake-up call for me. From now on, I want to spend quality time with my mother, who truly cares about me. After being freed from a marriage where I had to put up with so much for several years, I'm really enjoying life now. I plan to make lots of wonderful memories with my mom while she's healthy. Tom, did you get my message about the appointment time?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Can you still leave work early as planned? The doctor's appointment is at 2 p.m. Don't be late.
Sorry, I won't be able to make it to the hospital with you.
What? We've had this scheduled for weeks. Is work not finished?
Well, I could probably finish the work, but Mom just called. She says she's feeling sick and wants me to come over after I finish up here.
Your mom? Wasn't she sick last week too? What's wrong with her this time?
Last week it was a cold that made her asthma worse. This time she says she's anemic and having bad dizzy spells. I should go check on her in case she collapses and hurts herself.
And she's alone right now?
Yeah, she says she can barely get out of bed.
Your mom was sick the week before last, too. If something's wrong, she should really see a doctor properly. You've been going back to your mom's place so often lately. I've been alone a lot these past few weeks.
I know you must be feeling frustrated and lonely.
I am. These appointments are important for the both of us.
I know, but please try to understand. I get that you want me nearby because you're almost due, but Mom's always been sickly. She has various chronic conditions and gets ill easily.
Has your mom always been sickly?
No.
It started after we got married, didn't it? When she began getting sick all the time?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Must be because she's getting older. Aging is scary.
Have you suggested she see a specialist? These symptoms seem concerning.
She says she doesn't trust doctors much.
That's convenient. I see. Well, I guess I'm going to today's checkup alone then. We're so close to the due date. I really wanted you to hear what the doctor has to say.
Maybe I could try to make it after checking on Mom?
The appointment won't last that long.
I was planning to prioritize the hospital visit, but when I called her just now, Mom sounded really unwell. I can't just leave her suffering alone.
I understand.
I'm really sorry.
Can't be helped if she's sick. The baby and I are pretty healthy anyway. I'll go by myself. Tell your mom I hope she feels better.
Are you angry?
No, I'm not. I fell in love with your kindness after all. Give your mom my regards.
You're always so understanding.
Well, someone has to be.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just focus on your mom.
Thanks. I hope Mom gets better soon. With the baby coming, I want her to be healthy enough to play with her grandchild.
Yeah, if she's really sick, there's nothing we can do about it.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Just try to make it to the next appointment, okay?
I will. Text me how it goes.
Of course, I always do. Sarah, are you feeling any better? Tom was worried. Oh, you're messaging to check on me? Yes, well, I heard you weren't feeling well. How are you doing? I started feeling better as soon as I saw Tom's face. Lucy, you had your checkup today, right? Sorry for getting in the way. Everything went fine. The doctor had some things to discuss, though. Oh, nothing serious, I hope. Nothing Tom needed to hear, apparently. You sound upset. Don't worry about it. Everything was normal. But Sarah, you've been getting sick quite frequently lately. Must be rough. Yes, well, as you know, I've always been fragile. That's why Tom's always so worried and comes to check on me. He's such a thoughtful son. Fragile? That's an interesting way to put it. What do you mean by that? You have quite a few chronic conditions, don't you? Like the anemia this time? Actually, I have chronic anemia. Really? First time I'm hearing about that. There's a lot you don't know about me. Clearly. I've got problems with my lungs, digestive system, all sorts of things. I hate making Tom worry so much. And yet you keep calling him over. Because I need him. He understands that. I had no idea you had so many health issues. Whenever I see you, you look pretty energetic. Your complexion is good and your skin looks healthy. Oh, that's just makeup doing its job. Though people do tell me I have nice skin for my age. Must be all that rest you get. Are you implying something? But isn't it strange how you only started getting sick so often after we got married? Did something happen to suddenly make you so fragile? Well, maybe it's because my son got married and moved out. Loneliness can weaken your immune system, you know. So it's my fault then, huh? Well, maybe it is. Just kidding, of course. That's quite a joke. You're being very defensive today. I get what you mean, but honestly, I'm the one struggling here. It's becoming a problem when you keep calling him over so frequently. What else can I do? I'm sick. It's scary being alone when you're bedridden. Are you really sick? What exactly are you implying? Nothing. If you're really sick, that's fine. I just think the word fragile doesn't quite fit you somehow. That's quite a harsh way of putting it. Are you suggesting I'm faking my illnesses? Those are your words, not mine. You're being very disrespectful to your mother-in-law. I didn't say that. I just want to mention that with the baby coming, things are going to get hectic, and it would really help if you could stop calling Tom over so frequently. How cold of you, doubting me when I'm saying I'm unwell. Don't you have any compassion? I just hope my grandchild doesn't take after you. That's a terrible thing to say about your grandchild's mother. I'm just being honest. I'm just asking if you could reduce how often you call Tom over. Only contact him when you're really sick. Or hey, I could come over and see you instead. You'll be busy with the baby. It's better if I ask my son. Actually, I might be better at taking care of you than Tom. I used to be a nurse after all. You knew that, didn't you? I could tell just by looking at you how sick you really are. No, thank you. Seeing your face would probably make me feel worse. Well, that's rather rude, but I might be able to help you get better faster than Tom. I prefer my son's care. I'm sure you do. Actually, there is something else you could do. Could you drop off a package at the post office for me? Tomorrow or the day after would be fine. I'm pregnant, you know. A bit of exercise is good for pregnant women. I'm far too anemic to go out. That's about all you can do to help. And you can't wait until Tom visits next? It's rather urgent. A birthday gift for my sister. The sister who lives 3 states away? Yes, that's the one. Very important. Right. Even though I'm pregnant, I'll do my best. You make pregnancy sound like such a burden. It can be, especially in the last month. I carried Tom for 9 months without complaining once. How fortunate for you. You must have had a very smooth pregnancy, but every pregnancy is different. Come to think of it, Lucy, your due date is next week, right? And Tom's going to be there for the delivery. Yes, that's right. You've already discussed it with him. Of course we have. He's excited to be there. I see. It'll be tough, but good luck. Why do I feel like you're planning something? Planning? I'm just concerned for my son and grandchild. Your timing seems suspicious. You're always so suspicious of me. Can't imagine why. A good daughter-in-law would be more respectful, and a good mother-in-law would be more considerate. I'm always considerate. Like making a pregnant woman run errands. If you don't want to help, just say so. I'll do it, but this is the last favor. We'll see about that. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing at all. Just make sure the package gets there safely. Tom, are you on your lunch break?
Yes, what's wrong?
The contractions are getting stronger. I think I'm going to go into labor earlier than expected. Tom, when do you think you'll get to the hospital?
I'm leaving work now. Give me 20 minutes.
Please hurry. The doctor says to come in now. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, I just left work, but...
But what?
I sent Mom a text letting her know you were in labor. She immediately messaged back saying she needs me to come over right away.
You've got to be kidding me. What is it? Don't tell me. She's sick again?
She says she's got a high fever and is bedridden.
Even at a time like this?
She keeps messaging me, says it's really bad this time.
Of course she does.
She says she's really not feeling well. You still have some time before the birth, right? I was thinking I could stop by Mom's place first, then head to the hospital. Would that be okay? I'll leave her place as soon as possible.
Are you serious right now? Tom.
I know, but I won't take long.
Wait, hold on. I'm already in labor here. Please come straight to the hospital.
But I'm worried about Mom, too. I'll just check on her quickly and then come straight to the hospital.
Your child is about to be born.
You're still a few minutes apart, right? I'll make it in time.
No way. She'll find a way to keep you there. You'll miss the birth.
I'll definitely make it to the hospital. Mom wouldn't keep me for hours on a day like this. She usually feels better just seeing my face.
That's not going to happen. Your mom is trying to sabotage you being there for the birth. That's her whole plan.
What? What are you talking about? Mom's sick. She's been throwing up all morning, apparently.
And you believe that? Look, I hate to say this, but your mom has been faking her illnesses. Come on, you must have realized by now.
Faking?
I love how kind you are, but this is getting ridiculous. Think about it. Isn't it strange how she keeps getting different illnesses one after another in such a short time?
Is it?
Of course it is. If she was really this sick constantly, she'd have some serious underlying condition. But she hasn't even been hospitalized. She hasn't even been to a doctor, has she?
I never thought about it that way.
Has she ever shown you any actual medical documents proving her chronic illnesses?
That's true.
Plus, whenever I see her, she's perfectly fine and healthy. And isn't it strange that she only ever calls you? Why not me, an actual former nurse?
Maybe she's being considerate since you're pregnant.
Tom, please, think about this logically. Have you ever seen her take any medication? Not over-the-counter stuff, but actual prescription medicine.
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
Now that you mention it, it is weird that there's no prescription medication at home, especially with all these supposed chronic conditions.
That's because she never went to the doctor. She didn't need to, because she's not actually sick.
She really was faking, but why would Mom lie about something like this?
Because she wants your attention. That's literally the only reason.
Using fake illnesses for something like that? She's a grown woman. I don't think she'd do something so childish.
She's not acting like one. She doesn't like me, Tom. She thinks she's winning by taking you away from me. And just to be clear, I'm not exactly fond of her either.
Really? Wait, are you two not getting along?
Another contraction. I'd really like to have this conversation at the hospital, but to summarize, we're about as friendly as two people who passive-aggressively snipe at each other can be. Want to see your text messages? The words are polite, but the hostility is pretty obvious.
I had no idea.
God, Tom, you're a sweetheart, but you can be so naive sometimes. You don't know how to doubt people at all, and you're falling for such obvious lies.
But she really did seem sick.
That's called acting. I'm the one who's actually unwell right now, since I'm about to push a baby out of my body.
Are you okay? Is the baby coming soon?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Just breathe, honey. It'll be okay.
Just get here, Tom, but first, I'm going to send you some photos right now. Look at them.
What are they?
I have proof your mom's been faking. Look at these and wake up already. You need to realize what she's really like. Lucy, are you all right? I heard your contractions started. You're finally having the baby. Yes, I'm at the hospital now. Too bad Tom won't be able to be there for the delivery. It's such a shame. What makes you so sure about that? Because he's coming here instead of there. He cares more about me than you. Shows who he really worries about most. His mother. You really think you've won, don't you? He's on his way to me right now. Hate to burst your bubble, but your son knows you're faking. Oh, and he's already here at the hospital? What? So you can stop waiting for him. He's not coming to your house. You might as well get out of bed now. I bet you're just lying there waiting for him to show up. That's ridiculous. What are you talking about? I'm not faking. But you don't actually have a fever, do you? How dare you accuse me? Don't just make assumptions. I really am sick. We're way past assumptions. These are facts. There are no such facts. Oh, really? Then what was that all about? What are you talking about? You're not even trying to deny it properly. Well, I don't need to deny anything. Remember when you made me run your errand to the post office the other day? While you were supposedly bedridden? Well, I found something interesting during that time. You had no right to snoop around my house. What? Just spit it out. Your medical checkup results? They were left open on your TV stand. What? You didn't look at them, did you? They were right there in plain sight. Those were private. What do you mean private? They were lying right there wide open. And guess what? All results normal. You're perfectly healthy. What happened to all those chronic conditions? The anemia, the respiratory problems? That checkup was from when I was feeling better. The exam was just from a week ago. That must have been someone else's results. They sent me the wrong paperwork. Come on, that excuse is really pushing it. Just be honest. The asthma, the anemia, it was all lies, wasn't it? It wasn't lies. Then prove it. Show us proof of your illness. Or better yet, go to the hospital tomorrow with Tom and get a full checkup. Respiratory, blood work, everything. Why should I have to do that? Because without proof, Tom won't be on your side anymore. Are you okay with him abandoning you? Abandoning me? He would never. When I found those test results, I took photos. I was saving them for the next time you pulled your fake illness routine. I just sent those photos to Tom. Why would you do such a thing? You should have minded your own business. This became my business when you tried to keep my husband from his child's birth. I wasn't trying to manipulate him. Excuse me? It's just, after he got married, he hardly came over to visit anymore. I was lonely. So you decided to ruin one of the most important moments of our lives. You tried to interfere with him being present for his child's birth? This is a really important day for Tom and me. You get that, right? It's not like he can do anything during the delivery anyway. What difference does it make if he's there or not? That's not the point. Being there for the birth was Tom's idea. He wanted to be present. He's going to be so disappointed hearing you say things like that. Did he really go to you without even responding to my messages? He just ignored me? Yes, he did. Tom chose me over you. No. I actually gave Tom a good talking to earlier. With a baby on the way, he needs to step up. I told him he needs to stop letting you manipulate him. You turned my son against me. It's perfectly natural for a son to care about his mother. Tom was just being deceived by you. It's pathetic that you can even see through such obvious lies. Don't you dare talk about my son like that. A wife who speaks ill of her husband doesn't deserve him. You should divorce him right now. I criticized Tom because I love him. I criticized Tom because I love him. I called him out because he needs to realize that his life is with me and our child now. He needs to understand what that means. You think you know what's best for my son? How dare you act so high and mighty? What are you implying? My son doesn't belong to you. Let me make this clear. I am his life partner now, not you. I carried him in my womb. But he's chosen a different path now. When Tom married me, we committed to sharing our lives together. Parents have to let their children go eventually. Marriage doesn't break the parent-child bond. The bond between mother and child is the strongest, deepest connection there is. Maybe it's time you found other connections in your life. Of course that bond exists, but what you have isn't a bond, it's control. And Tom has decided to break free from it. You forced him away from me, didn't you? My son would never abandon me. But Tom's already said he won't come running anymore when you call. He won't enable your behavior anymore. And that's his decision, not something I forced him into. My sweet boy would never say such cold things. You must be manipulating him. Scream all you want. We don't have time for this anymore. Wait, I'm coming to the hospital right now. Don't bother coming. We won't see you. Besides, my contractions are getting stronger and I can't deal with this right now. You can't keep me from seeing my son. Don't ignore me. We need to talk about this properly. Tom must be there. Tell him to respond to my messages. Yes, Tom is your son, but he's about to become a father. Don't you think this is the perfect opportunity for him to graduate from having a manipulative mother? This isn't over. Actually, it is. The baby's coming. Goodbye, Sarah. Later, with Tom by my side, I safely gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Sarah, whose fake illnesses had been exposed, eagerly came to the hospital the next day. She probably wanted to get back in Tom's good graces, bringing an expensive fruit basket with her. However, Tom refused to see her. He sent her away. He had to be tough this time. Maybe seeing our baby's face changed something in him. True to his word, Tom has kept his distance from his mother since then. Sarah seems to have lost her sense of purpose. Aside from the whole mother-in-law situation, Tom is an ideal husband. He's very helpful with housework and childcare, which I really appreciate. Though I'm still adjusting to being a new mom, I'm living a happy life with Tom. Moving forward, the three of us will work together to build a warm and loving home. Tom, are you not coming home yet?
I told you I had to work overtime.
No, you didn't.
Well, if I'm not home at this hour, you should figure it out. Besides, I'm always getting home late these days.
I checked with your office earlier. They said most people left already.
Are you checking up on me now?
I wouldn't normally, but do you remember what day it is?
What was it again? Hold on.
I sent you a reminder yesterday.
Been busy with meetings, didn't check my messages properly.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. It's the day that new bakery opened at the station, the one I love. Did you get me that sourdough bread?
I did get it, but that's not it. Today's our 3rd wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's what it was.
I even marked it up on your calendar app last week.
That's what it was?
I asked you to come home early today. I made a special dinner and everything.
I can't help it, it's work.
I spent all afternoon cooking your favorite dishes.
You could have asked me first if I was free.
Maybe so, but you could have told me earlier if you couldn't make it. You totally forgot, didn't you?
When you're busy with work, you forget about stuff at home. You've got it easy, just sitting at home typing on your laptop. No stress, no boss yelling at you.
I run my own business. It's not just sitting at home.
Same thing, isn't it?
That's not true. I have to find my own clients, and there's plenty of work to do.
No way. Working from home is way less stressful than what I do. I'm out there hustling every day. You have no idea what that's like.
I used to work in an office too, you know. I can compare.
Yeah, before we got married, you've probably forgotten what it's like by now.
I left my career to support our marriage. We agreed on this together.
Ancient history now. Things change.
I don't want to argue about this today. What are we going to do about our anniversary?
Do? It's impossible today.
The food I made is still fresh. I could lay it out on the table as soon as you tell me you'll be home soon.
You can't seriously expect me to go now?
You can't even make it home on the last train? Listen.
How am I supposed to celebrate when I get home exhausted? You never think about my situation.
I wouldn't normally say anything, but today's different, isn't it?
Fine, we'll do it another time, okay? I don't even know if I can make it home tonight.
When is another time?
Another time is another time. I can't set a date right now.
Well, you can have the dinner for breakfast tomorrow then. I can't eat it all by myself.
Fine, whatever.
And there's a present for you too when you get home.
Oh, how thoughtful. Wait, does this mean I need to buy something too?
I'm not saying you have to, but it would be nice.
So that was your angle. You're such a gold digger. That's why you were so hung up on this anniversary thing.
No, it's just that I spent weeks planning this.
Planning what? A way to guilt me into buying expensive gifts?
That's not it at all.
Yeah, right. Whatever. I need to get back to work.
I just wanted to spend time together like we used to.
We see each other every day. What's the big deal?
But when was the last time we had dinner together?
Stop nagging. I really need to go.
Good luck with work. Tom, you're coming home early today, right?
Sorry, can't make it today either.
But you said this morning it would be fine.
I only said that because you wouldn't shut up about it.
That's the third time this week you've canceled last minute.
Can't be helped. Things come up.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
Something to talk about? Just say it now.
I wanted to say it in person.
Don't be so dramatic. What's so important?
I've been trying to talk face to face for weeks.
WhatsApp messages are the same thing, so what is it?
I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important.
Yeah, I get it, but I can't come home, so I'm listening now. Why won't you just spit it out?
I found something in your jacket pocket last week.
What were you doing going through my pockets?
I was doing laundry, like I always do.
And?
All right, I'll tell you then. I know what you've been doing, Tom.
What I've been doing? What do you mean?
The hotel receipt, the jewelry store bills.
Oh.
You're having an affair.
So that's what this is about?
3 months of credit card statements, late night meetings, the perfume on your shirts.
You've been quite the detective.
You're admitting it?
Well, if you're bringing it up, you must have hard proof already. No point in making excuses.
I kept hoping I was wrong.
Well, you weren't. Happy now?
Don't you feel any guilt about what you've done to me?
Look, I started having an affair because you weren't satisfying me anymore. It's your fault, really.
It's my fault?
Yeah, it is. You're not the kind of woman I want to cherish anymore. Maybe it's an age thing, but you're also so picky about everything lately. You even started nagging me about how I spend money. What are you, my mother?
That's because you never save anything and just keep spending.
I work hard. I deserve to enjoy myself.
By cheating on your wife?
But the affair was inevitable. We'd been growing apart anyway.
I didn't feel that way at all.
You never notice anything. Too busy with your little online business.
I tried everything to make this work.
Maybe I just got bored faster then. Anyway, you'll forgive the affair, right? You wouldn't want to get divorced in your 30s, would ya?
Age has nothing to do with it.
Wait, seriously?
Of course. You've been saying you're working overtime but going to see your mistress instead? You didn't even come home for our anniversary last month, and you didn't even get me a present.
So you did want a present after all.
You've been spending plenty on your mistress, haven't you? I can see everything you bought on the credit card statements.
You've been checking those? That's creepy.
We share an account. I see all the restaurants, hotels, jewelry.
Keeping tabs on me like some stalker.
If that's how you feel, then divorce is fine, right? Is there any point in staying together? None, right?
You'd really throw away 3 years of marriage?
You already did that.
Fine, I get it. You want a divorce. It's a hassle, but I'll do it. At least now I can be with my girlfriend forever.
She knows you're married?
Of course she does. She's more understanding than you.
We'll discuss the details later with my lawyer present. We need to sort out the division of assets and the compensation for your affair.
You already got a lawyer?
I've had one for weeks. I wanted to be prepared.
Bleh. And the affair compensation, what's that about?
Obviously, I'm getting compensation from both you and your mistress. I have all the evidence necessary.
Let's hear it. What kind of evidence?
Hotel receipts, text messages, photos, everything.
You hired a private investigator or something?
I didn't need to. You weren't exactly careful.
This is so annoying. I don't have that kind of money.
Take out a loan if you have to. You had enough money to buy expensive gifts for your mistress.
Those weren't that expensive.
The diamond necklace last month?
You really did check everything. I'm seriously broke right now from overspending.
That's your own fault. I have no reason to take that into consideration.
Can't we work something out between us without lawyers?
Like how you work things out with your mistress?
That's different. Fine, I'll agree with the divorce, but forget about the compensation, though I still want my share of our assets.
What assets? The money you spent on her?
I still have my savings.
That's not how this works. We barely have any savings because you kept spending everything. You're definitely paying compensation, so don't try to run away.
You can't force me to pay.
Watch me.
This isn't like you, Sarah. You used to be more understanding.
And you used to be faithful.
How much are you asking for?
My lawyer will send you the details.
Just tell me now.
Everything will be handled legally. No more private discussions.
Since when did you get so cold?
Since I found lipstick on your collar. Hey, Tom, I thought you said you had no money. Why are all these online shopping packages arriving at the house?
Oh, don't worry about that.
The credit card statements just came in.
Are you still checking those?
We're still married. It's still a joint account.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You said you'd pay the compensation, remember? And you're supposed to pay your mistress's share too. Are you really okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna declare bankruptcy anyway.
What? Bankruptcy?
Yeah, they say it won't affect my job and I don't own a house or car, so I figured I might as well buy stuff now before declaring bankruptcy.
You're buying things deliberately before declaring bankruptcy?
Smart, right? Everything gets wiped clean anyway.
What are you talking about? Do you even understand what bankruptcy means?
Of course I do. I'll be blacklisted and won't be able to get credit cards, but I'm moving in with my girlfriend, so it won't be a big deal. Plus, I hear you can recover after about 5 years.
Is that what you read on the internet?
Did my research properly.
You're such an idiot.
I'm actually smart for thinking of this. Bet you didn't know that if I declare bankruptcy, I won't have to pay the affair compensation.
You really believe that?
All debts get cleared. Look it up.
I can't believe this. Normal people don't declare bankruptcy just to avoid paying compensation. Are you insane?
It's not like I'll lose my job. Besides, this is your fault for pushing me into a corner. You're the one who kept demanding compensation when I said I had no money.
So I should just let you get away with cheating.
You could be more understanding.
You're the one who's at fault for having the affair. Don't you understand that this is your responsibility?
But it all comes back to you not being attractive enough or a good enough wife. Everything that's happened is because I married you. If anything, you should be paying me compensation.
Listen to yourself right now.
Just being honest here.
You're absolutely horrible.
Well, you made me this way. My girlfriend says I'm kind and dependable. You fell in love with me and married me too, remember? Oh yeah, when are you moving out? I want to cancel the lease so I can live with my girlfriend.
Already making plans with her?
No point waiting around.
I'll be out this month. We've already filed the divorce papers anyway.
Good. Oh, you can take the appliances if you want.
How generous of you with our shared property.
Just trying to be nice.
I don't want them either. You can dispose of them.
Really? Maybe I'll sell them for some extra cash.
That money would belong to both of us.
You just said you don't want them.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, sorry I can't pay compensation, but I'm taking the appliances. But hey, the affair was partly your fault anyway, so this is fair, right?
I'm leaving now. I'll put the key in the mailbox.
Oh, the move is today? You haven't forgotten anything, right?
I've been packing for days. You didn't notice?
Been busy.
Right, with work. If I've forgotten anything, you can throw it away. I don't want you contacting me.
Okay, well, thanks for the 3 years. Try not to get cheated on next time.
Really? That's what you're going with?
Just giving advice.
Don't worry, there won't be a next time. I don't need to get married to be happy.
Well, it is hard for women to remarry after 30. Oh yeah, I just went to the courthouse earlier. Filed for bankruptcy. Sorry, but this means we're even now.
You really did it.
Of course I did. The compensation I was supposed to pay you was $500,000 combined with my girlfriend's share. Plus, I maxed out my credit card's shopping, so I'm in serious debt. Bankruptcy was my only option.
You think you can get away with just that?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're not officially bankrupt yet. You've just filed for it, right?
Well, yeah, but,
How much research did you actually do?
enough to know what I'm doing.
Do you really think they'll approve of your bankruptcy and your situation? Didn't the lawyer try to stop you?
Well, they did suggest debt consolidation instead, but I refused because that wouldn't eliminate all my debt.
So they actually explained other options?
Yeah, but bankruptcy seemed better.
Just as a thought, you forced them to file even though your own lawyer advised against it. That means your bankruptcy application won't be approved.
Why not? Even gambling and wasteful spending debts can be cleared through bankruptcy. I did my research. My case should be approved.
Your case is clearly premeditated.
You can't prove that.
The court isn't that stupid, and they'll easily find out about your shopping spree right before filing for bankruptcy. There's no way they'll discharge your debts.
You don't know that. They might.
You don't sound very confident.
Just wait and see.
Deep down, you don't really think they will, do you? I bet you thought that even if it's not approved, you could use the bankruptcy filing to convince me to give up. Then you'd only have to deal with the credit card debt.
That's not what I was thinking.
Then what were you thinking?
You don't know everything.
Yes, it was. I talked to your parents. They told me they lent you $300,000 for my compensation.
What?
You were planning to use that to pay off the credit card debt, weren't you? If you didn't get the bankruptcy you wanted, you're so stupid. Getting your parents involved too? You really didn't want to pay me that much, but you're definitely going to pay.
I told you I can't pay what I don't have. The money from my parents isn't enough.
Figure it out.
This isn't fair.
I don't care how many years it takes. You're going to pay it yourself. I'll be notified about the bankruptcy status since my compensation is part of your debt. You can't lie about it.
Really?
Did you actually research bankruptcy at all? Or did you just see what you wanted to see?
So, I really have to pay the compensation?
Every single cent.
But if the bankruptcy gets approved, I won't have to pay, right?
That's not going to happen. I'm also going to tell the court how you plan this bankruptcy strategically.
You can't do that.
Watch me.
Since when did you get so vindictive?
What's wrong is trying to do something fraudulent. They probably wouldn't approve it anyway. Bankruptcy is really strict, as it should be.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Now you apologize?
But I'm really sorry. I hurt you so much.
A bit late for that.
I know I messed up.
Yes, you did. I suspected the affair for a year, but I tried to believe in you and pretended not to see it. Every day was painful, but now I'll be free.
I was wrong. I blamed you, but it was all my fault. I took advantage of your kindness.
No, this isn't about taking advantage. It's way beyond that.
I've really reflected on what I did, so please, give me another chance.
What? A chance?
To make things right.
By avoiding payment?
I won't hurt anyone anymore, so please, accept $100,000 as compensation for the affair. I can pay that much right away.
I don't gain anything from this.
It's not about gaining something, it's about helping me reform, you know?
Why should I have to do that? Besides, you're planning to use your parents' money to pay, aren't you? And just $100,000? You're clearly trying to use the other $200,000 for your credit card debt.
Well, the bankruptcy probably won't work out. I need that money.
Finally figured that out?
Help me out here.
You signed documents my lawyer prepared agreeing to pay $500,000. You can't back out now, so take responsibility for your actions.
This will seriously put me in debt for life. Help me out here. We were married until recently. Don't you have any heart?
And whose fault is it that we're not anymore?
I know, but...
Who made my married life miserable? Who had an affair and won't even pay compensation?
It was me, but I really regret it now.
Someone who really regrets it wouldn't ask to reduce the compensation. How much do you look down on me?
Your kindness was always your best quality. That's why I fell in love and married you. I'm not saying I won't pay. Can't you just consider it?
Using my kindness against me again?
That's not what I meant.
I'm telling you, you're not worth considering. And I was kind because I loved you. Now I hate you for what you've done, and you're just a stranger to me. I have no obligation to help you.
I'm really in trouble here, and I never thought you'd be this cold. Are you okay with me being in debt hell?
That's exactly what I want.
The sweet Sarah I knew is really gone.
What are you talking about? It's all because you had an affair. You're the one who made me this cold. It's all your own fault. A few months later, as expected, my ex-husband's bankruptcy was not approved. For the affair compensation, he received $300,000 from his parents that he was counting on, and the remaining $200,000 will be paid in installments. In the end, my ex-husband was left with $700,000 in debt, $200,000 for my affair compensation, $200,000 for his credit card shopping spree, and $300,000 to repay his parents, leaving him to live in extreme poverty. I heard that my ex-husband tried to take back the gifts that he gave to his mistress to reduce his debt faster, which led to their breakup. Actually, it seems his mistress wasn't that serious about him in the first place. When I was investigating, I found out she was seeing other men besides my husband, so that explains that. I learned about his breakup with his mistress when I called to ask if he could delay his payments because life was tough. He then started saying he was happier when he was with me and wanted to get back together. So I blocked him everywhere and left everything to my lawyer. If he delays his payments, we plan to garnish his wages from his company, so I'm sure he'll pay properly. I hope he spends the next few years living alone, drowning in debt, and reflecting on what he did. As for me, I finally feel free from everything after the divorce, and I'm living peacefully now. Although I had suspicions about his affair, I didn't have the courage to confirm it and spent a year in limbo. But I finally found the courage to end it, and now I feel lighter. After going through such a difficult time, I plan to take it easy with work and maybe go on a vacation. While healing my wounds slowly, I want to pamper myself a bit while still looking forward to the future.
Sarah, do you have a minute?
Hi Steve, what's up? Aren't you still at work?
No, I left early today. I needed to handle a personal matter.
Oh, really? What kind of personal stuff?
Well, It's kind of hard to explain over the phone. It'll be easier to explain when I get home. Is that okay?
You're being really mysterious. Should I be worried?
No need to worry. It's just complicated.
Yeah, I'm curious, but if you'll explain when you get home, that's fine.
Thanks for understanding. How was your day?
Pretty normal, just did some cleaning and caught up on laundry.
Thanks. By the way, what's for dinner tonight?
Stuffed bell peppers. They're already done, so you can eat as soon as you get home.
Those are my favorite. You always make them perfectly.
I know, that's why I made them. I figured you'd be hungry after work.
Sorry to ask when dinner's already made, but could you make some pasta too? Just a small portion would be fine.
Sure, I can do that. What's up? The peppers aren't enough? Or were you craving pasta?
Something like that. Also, do we have any plastic dishes?
Plastic dishes? That's even stranger.
Yeah, but I just need something that doesn't easily break when it's dropped.
You mean like kids' dishes? No, we don't have any of those. We do have those paper plates from when we went on that picnic, though.
Those might work for now. Do you have any of the deep ones? I want to use them for the pasta.
Yeah, we do. Is someone coming over?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Well, just the way you're talking. Pasta and unbreakable dishes? That sounds like you're expecting a kid to visit. Am I wrong?
You're pretty much right.
I knew it. Is it a coworker's child? Should I make some extra food besides the pasta?
No, just the pasta is fine.
Are you sure? I can whip up something else quickly.
Really, just the pasta is enough.
But we only have enough for you and me. Won't that be too little? Aren't they coming with their parent?
Well, I'll explain that when I get home too.
You're being really mysterious today, Steve.
Oh, and make the pasta plain, please. There's still little, so they might not be able to eat it with meat or strong seasonings.
How young are we talking about here?
You'll see when I get home.
All right, got it. Plain pasta it is. How far away are you?
About 20 minutes. Thanks for being so understanding.
Of course, though you're making me really curious now.
I know. I'll explain everything soon. Just keep an open mind, okay?
Now I'm definitely worried.
Don't be. I'll be home soon.
Sarah, how's everything going? Is the little one behaving well? Hi, Linda. Yes, things are okay, all things considered. I've been so worried. I know this is a lot to take in. It definitely is, but we're managing. How is she adjusting? Yeah, she's been good. We were playing together until just now. Katie's actually sleeping now, tired from all the playing. That's wonderful to hear. Has she been sleeping well? On and off, better than the first night at least. I'm glad she's settling in, and I'm so sorry about all this. Getting you caught up in our family drama. It must have been quite a shock. You could say that again. I feel terrible about the whole situation. Well, yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting Steve to come home with a child and just announce that she'd be living with us from now on. I can imagine. I was shocked when I first heard about it too. When exactly did you find out about this? Oh, just recently. Very recently. And this is Steve's sister Amy's child, right? Yes, that's right. She hadn't bothered to contact us in ages, then suddenly showed up, dumped Katie with us saying we needed to take care of her, and just took off. I can't even with my own daughter sometimes. That seems very sudden. Did she say why? She wasn't exactly forthcoming with explanations. That's awful. Amy was married, wasn't she? Does her husband know about any of this? Who knows? We hadn't heard from her in forever, you know, and she left so quickly this time, we couldn't get any details out of her. Did she seem different when she dropped Katie off? Different how? I don't know, just wondering if something seemed off about her. Everything about this situation is off, dear. I see. I don't know what's going on with her, but I feel so bad for little Katie. I know, she's only 3. She probably doesn't even understand that her mom left her. It just breaks my heart. Has she asked about her mother? Not really. Maybe that's for the best right now. Do you have any idea where Amy might be? I don't have her contact info, so I can't do anything, but you and Steve have been trying to reach her, right? We've been trying everything we can think of. And nothing? No luck at all. She's completely ghosting us. Won't respond to any calls or messages. That seems very unlike Amy, at least from what I remember of her. People change, dear. Sometimes not for the better. So what are we going to do? We can't just leave things like this, can we? I'm working on finding her, reaching out to anyone who might know something, even hired a private investigator. It might take some time, but we'll definitely track her down. Don't worry. A private investigator? That's serious. Well, we need to find her, for Katie's sake. I hope she's found soon. If Amy's dealing with some kind of problem, that needs to be sorted out too. I'd love for Katie to be able to be with her mom again. You're so kind. Here we are causing you all this trouble with my daughter's mess, when really I should be the one taking Katie in. No, really, having Katie around has actually made the past few days a lot more interesting. Besides, you have your job, Linda. I'm the only one who can watch Katie all day, so please don't worry about it. I'll try to find her as quickly as possible, and I'll definitely make this up to you somehow. Really, it's fine. We help each other out when times are tough, right? I'm so glad you see it that way. I was worried at first, but things seem to be working out. Katie seems to be getting attached to you too, isn't she? Actually, not at all with me. Really? I thought she would, since you're so good with kids. She took to Steve right away, though. It was like they'd known each other forever, not like they just met. Oh, that's interesting. Isn't it? Almost too interesting. Maybe it's because he and Amy are siblings. They might look alike. But Steve and Amy look nothing alike. Well, the kids can be surprisingly perceptive. Maybe it's just the family vibe they pick up on. Maybe, though Katie doesn't look like Amy either. If anything, she looks more like Steve. I actually asked him straight up, are you sure this is Amy's child? Well, she came directly to me, so you can rest easy about that. She's definitely my daughter's child. It's not like Steve had an affair and this is a secret love child or anything. That would be a problem. Yes, it would. Sorry, that was a bad joke. You seem very certain about all this. Of course I am. I'm her grandmother after all. Don't worry about it. Besides, Katie's still adorable no matter what. I'll take good care of her until we find Amy. Thanks for everything, Sarah. I know it's a lot of work, but we really appreciate it. Of course, family helps family, right? Right, family helps family.
Sarah, it just finished work. How was Katie today?
She's been playing with her toys all afternoon.
That's good. Did she eat her lunch?
Yeah, ate all of it up. She's doing well. Still won't warm up to me, but she's been crazy about you since day one, hasn't she?
Kids are just like that sometimes.
Are they? She doesn't act like this with anyone else.
Maybe because you're scary when you're mad. Katie probably senses that instinctively.
You think so?
You do get pretty intense sometimes.
And yet, she warmed up to you instantly.
Well, she's Amy's kid after all. She probably sees something of Amy in me. Though who knows where Amy even is these days.
Your mom hired a private investigator, did you know?
Oh yeah? That's good.
You don't seem very concerned about finding her.
Of course I am. She's my sister.
Something's not right here.
If you're talking about my sister, I agree. Abandoning such a young child, that's just wrong for a mother.
No, not that. I mean, you and Katie's relationship. Don't you think she's way too attached to you?
Not this again.
Yes, this again. It's strange.
This again? I told you, she's my sister's kid. Wait, when you asked before if she was really Amy's kid, that wasn't actually a joke?
What kind of person would joke about something like that?
I can't believe you're serious about this.
That would be a pretty messed up joke, don't you think? I asked because something fell off. Katie looks more like you than Amy.
She's my sister's kid, for crying out loud. Of course there might be some family resemblance. Plus, you talk to Mom. What, you think Mom and I are lying?
Should I not think that?
What are you implying?
That's exactly what I think. Amy called. Says she doesn't have any kids. Says she's never even heard of a kid named Katie.
What? You don't even have Amy's contact info. How could she have called you? Cut out this sick joke.
Just because I don't have her number doesn't mean she can't find ours. She called her home phone. She said she was overseas until recently because of her husband's work. Said both you and Linda should know about that.
So what?
So everything you've told me is a lie.
You don't know what you're talking about.
She called because she's back in the country now. But if that's true, who was it that dropped Katie off with Linda? How could Amy do that if she was overseas? Whose child is Katie really?
You're not seriously believing Amy over me, are you? She'll lie about anything if it suits her. She's just lying about Katie because it's convenient for her.
Then why would she call our house? If what you're saying is true, Amy wouldn't need to do that.
Maybe she's trying to get you on her side. Maybe she wants you to keep looking after Katie.
But this is so roundabout, isn't it?
How should I know? Look, whatever Amy's saying is a lie. Katie is definitely her kid.
Is that so? You know what's been bugging me? Why haven't you asked about where Amy is?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. You haven't asked once.
Asked what?
Well, you and Linda are supposedly looking for Amy, right? Shouldn't that be the first thing you'd want to know? But you haven't even asked.
That's because you're saying all this weird stuff. Besides, you probably don't even know where she is. She just called, right?
I know exactly where she is.
What do you mean?
Actually, I do know. She's at our house right now with Katie's real mom. They're both pretty furious about how you used your own sister as a cover for your affair. You might want to come home soon. Your mistress is waiting too.
You knew everything?
Did you really think I wouldn't figure it out?
How long have you known?
I was waiting to see how long it would take you to tell the truth. Amy's watching this text conversation too, by the way. You're not getting off easy. She told me everything about your affair.
So she spilled everything, huh?
Every last detail.
Fine. Want a divorce? Since everything's out in the open, I'll pay alimony.
So now you're just going to be brazen about it?
No point in making excuses now, is there? Katie is my kid. Happy now?
That's all you have to say for yourself?
What else is there to say?
How about explaining yourself? You've been letting her mother take care of Katie all this time, so why suddenly decide to take her?
It's complicated.
I've got time.
It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
How was it supposed to happen?
Mom found out. She said if I was gonna take Katie in, we should keep you in the dark. I'd already broken things off with her anyway, so Mom thought it'd be fine. Even if she told you about the affair, Katie's still her grandkid.
So this whole thing was your mother's idea?
She thought it would work.
And you just went along with it?
What else could I do? Katie is my daughter.
You could have told me the truth.
And risk losing everything?
Did you really think I wouldn't figure it out? That's incredibly naive.
I thought that too, but Mom said if we both worked on convincing you, it'd be fine. Besides, we didn't think Amy would be back for years. After a few years, you'd be attached to Katie. We thought things would work out somehow.
You thought I'd just accept it? Just like that?
Eventually, yeah.
So you were planning to use Katie too. Some father you are. That's absolutely disgusting.
I was trying to do right by her.
By lying to everyone?
By giving her a proper family.
A proper family built on lies.
Look, it's all over now anyway. If you want a divorce, fine. I'll pay whatever settlement you want. Just try to understand.
Understand what? How you lied to me? Used your sister's name? Took a child from her mother?
I did it for Katie.
Well, fine. If you're offering divorce and settlement money, I don't have any complaints.
That's a relief. So we're done here, right?
Oh, but Amy's going to sue both you and Linda. And by the way, your mistress is suing you too.
Sue us? Are they crazy?
Amy had her name used without permission. Seems pretty reasonable to me.
I'm Katie's father. I get Amy wanting to sue me, but why is my girlfriend suing me?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious. She's the one who had the affair with me. She can't complain.
You basically kidnapped Katie, Steve. Even if you're her father, that's not okay. You could actually go to prison for this.
Prison? You've got to be kidding. She's right there, isn't she? Make her stop this right now. She was the one who had an affair with me, so you must hate her. Why are you letting her do this?
You don't get to tell me who to hate.
But we can work this out.
Sure, the affair is unforgivable, but right now, you're the one I hate most. If you're going to hell for this, I honestly don't care what happens to anyone else.
You're being unreasonable. I said I'd divorce you and pay settlement money. I'm taking my punishment for the affair. What more do you want?
What more do I want? Are you kidding me?
I'm trying to make this right.
Just divorce and money for having an affair and making a child with another woman? You're seriously underestimating how much you've hurt us all. You really think we'd let you off that easy? We're all going to work together to make your life hell, so be ready.
This isn't fair.
Neither was what you did to us.
You can't do this to me.
Watch us. Linda, good evening. Do you have time to talk? It's important. Sarah, what's wrong? Calling at this hour? Is it something about Katie? You could say that. Is she sick? Do you need me to come over? No, she's fine. This is about something else. Just so you know, we still haven't found my daughter. I know it's hard on you, but please wait a bit longer. Oh, that's fine. Amy's at my house right now. What? At your house? Is that true? Surprised to hear that? Of course I am. When did she come back? Yes, it is, though I guess that's pretty inconvenient for you. What are you talking about? This is great news. But wait, don't show Katie to her yet. Let me come over first. You absolutely cannot let them meet until I get there. And why is that, Linda? What do you mean? I mean, why not? Katie is Amy's daughter, right? I haven't told you this before, but apparently she was horrible to Katie. Abusive. Katie's afraid of her. That's why you can't do anything until I get there. That's interesting. Amy seems to have a different story. What other story could there be? Wow, you and Steve really are alike. Like mother, like son. You're both terrible liars. Sarah, dear, you're not making any sense. I'm making perfect sense. You're just not ready to hear it. What's got into you? Did I say something wrong? You've been saying wrong things this whole time. Every lie you tell just makes Amy and me angrier. What exactly are you accusing me of? You know exactly what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Come on, don't play dumb now. We know everything. That Katie isn't Amy's daughter, that Steve had an affair and had Katie, and that you told Steve to have me to take Katie in. I know it all. You must be confused. Am I? Want me to tell you exactly what happened? What in the world are you talking about? I'd respect your dedication if it wasn't so infuriating. That thick skin of yours is actually impressive. Everything else about you is awful, but I'll give you that much. Well, if you're saying all this, I guess you really do know everything. Finally admitting it? Look, Sarah, I only did this because Steve made me. I really didn't want to do any of this. Really? That's not what Steve says. What did he tell you? Honey, Steve says you're the one who told him to do it. That boy always lies when he's in trouble. I'm his mother. I know how he operates. So now you're throwing your own son under the bus? I'm just telling you the truth. You're saying you're not at fault here? I'm not saying I'm innocent, but come on, you understand, right? I was forced to help, so maybe... Maybe what? I should forgive you? We could work something out. You two really are perfect for each other. No wonder your own daughter is suing you. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. Amy's suing both you and Steve for defamation. Seems fair since you dragged her name through the mud without her knowledge. Sue her own mother? Is she out of her mind? The only ones out of their minds are you two. By the way, I'm suing you both as well. You can't be serious. Watch me. After everything I've done for you. You mean after everything you've done to me? This whole thing is grounds for my divorce from Steve. Getting settlement money will be a piece of cake. Plus, there's the whole matter of forcibly taking Katie. We're suing for that too. Wait, hold on. I told you I only did this because Steve made me. How is it fair that I'm getting sued by 3 people? Don't worry, Steve's getting sued by all 3 of us too. There's your fairness. But this is just... Look, what's going to happen to me? You don't think I'll actually go to jail, do you? Taking Katie by force was literally a crime. I don't know about jail, but you're definitely getting a criminal record. But this was just a momentary lapse in judgment. We didn't mean any harm. Please, you have to help me. Help you? Like you helped me. I do feel bad about it. If you really felt bad, you wouldn't be making excuses. All these excuses just prove you don't think you did anything wrong. You really think we're going to go easy on you? But ganging up on an old woman like this, don't you have any compassion? Can you be a little lenient? Compassion? Like the compassion you showed me? I was just trying to protect my family. By destroying mine? Thanks to what you and Steve did, I don't have any compassion left. At least you two can go to hell together as a family. Maybe after that, I'll listen to what you have to say. Sarah, please. Goodbye, Linda. Talk to your lawyer from now on. After that, my divorce from Steve was finalized within months. The evidence of his affair and the subsequent attempt to deceive me made the proceedings surprisingly straightforward. I got settlement money from both him and his mistress, Katie's mother. The amount was substantial enough to give me a fresh start, though no amount of money could really make up for the betrayal. Amy's defamation suit against both Steve and Linda was successful. She was rightfully furious about having her name and reputation used to cover up their scheme. The court agreed that using her name without permission, especially to cover up their crimes, was a serious offense. Katie's mother also sued them for forcibly taking her child, regardless of Steve being the father. She had documentation proving she'd been Katie's primary caregiver since birth. and Steve's actions were deemed legally unjustifiable. As a result, both Linda and Steve had to pay significant fines and received criminal sentences. While they weren't arrested, they both ended up with criminal records. The judge was particularly harsh with them because of how they had planned to manipulate me into accepting Katie, showing a complete disregard for both the child's and the mother's rights. The scandal was too much for them to handle. Because of this, they couldn't stay in town anymore and moved away like fugitives. I don't know where they are or what they're doing now, but I doubt they'll ever be able to live normal lives again. Even though she was a victim too, she felt responsible because it was her family who did this. I accepted her apology right away, and we're still good friends to this day. She's been a tremendous support through all of this, and we've grown closer because of this shared experience. As for Katie, she's living happily with her real mother now. The court mandated that Steve could only have supervised visitation rights, given his previous actions. To be honest, I still can't forgive this woman for having an affair with Steve and getting pregnant. The betrayal runs too deep, but I've seen how much she regrets what happened and how well she takes care of Katie. Though that's not the only reason. I don't feel like blaming her anymore. I've seen her working hard to make amends and be the best mother she can be to Katie. I just hope that for Katie's sake, she never makes these kinds of mistakes again. The whole experience taught me a lot about trust and forgiveness. While I couldn't forgive Steve and Linda for their calculated deception, I found it in my heart to move past my anger towards Katie's mother. She made a terrible mistake, but at least she was willing to face the consequences honestly in the end. That's more than I can say for my ex-husband and his mother. Sometimes I think about Katie and hope she's growing up happy and loved. Despite everything that happened, she was just an innocent child caught in the middle of adult mistakes. I hope that someday, when she's old enough to understand what happened, she'll know that none of this was her fault. As for me, I'm slowly rebuilding my life. The settlement money helped me start fresh, and I found that there's a certain peace in being free from all the lies and manipulation. It's not the life I thought I'd have, but maybe it's the life I needed to find my way to something better.